Our RV fridge finally gave out, and instead of replacing it with another RV fridge, we decided to switch to a residential one. And before you do the same, there are a few things that you really need to know. In this video, we're answering the biggest questions people ask about switching to a residential fridge. The cost, the power, the pros, the cons, and whether we think it's worth it for full-time RV life.
Hey, is it worth it?
So let's start with why we even decided to make the switch, because this story actually started a few weeks ago.
I think it's running its course. We disconnect our propane tanks to fill them up. It's not cold on the inside.
It's not something we can fix right now. Something we should probably talk about.
It definitely is on the blink.
We thought it was fixed. What happens is gonna happen and we just have to figure it out.
Living out of a cooler. It has not been terrible.
We may go and just view a refrigerator. Did our freezer even have a shelf? We stayed here. We had some things that we had to take care of. This situation.
Let's just hope this don't fall out going down the road.
Yes. When our RV fridge went out, we started looking at replacements. And honestly, we were shocked. Most RV fridges were anywhere from 2 to 3 times more expensive than a residential one. So for us, it really came down to this. We could spend thousands on another RV-specific fridge, or we could buy a residential fridge for a fraction of the cost and put that money toward other upgrades we actually needed. Now, obviously, price isn't the only thing to consider. Power, fit, and how you travel all matter, but cost was the biggest factor for us. Fridge time. Which brings us to the next big question. Power. Probably the biggest question we had, and one everyone asks first. Can a residential fridge actually work in an RV? She's been plugged in. She's got food in her. The short answer is yes, but it depends on how you travel and how your rig is set up. For us, we're usually plugged in or running our system in a way that supports it, so going residential made sense.
Shall we do it?
But this is definitely something you have to think about before making the switch. A residential fridge runs on electricity only, so unlike an RV fridge, it's not switching between propane and electric. That means you need enough battery or shore power to support it, especially if you're traveling or boondocking. All that to say, this isn't a one-size-fits-all situation. If you're off-grid a lot or don't have a solid power setup, this is something you'll want to plan for first. One thing that really limited our options was size. We weren't trying to remodel the entire RV, just fit in a fridge. This was honestly the only model we could find that fit the space without having to take out the walls or reconfigure things. So that part kind of made this decision a no-brainer for us. And then there's the price. The fridge itself was already on sale for about $350, but when we got to the store, they didn't have a brand new one in the box. They had a floor model with a small dent in the door, so we asked about it, and they marked it down even more. We ended up getting it for $244. And on top of that, we had 2 $100 Lowe's gift cards from a client. How often do you go to Lowe's and you leave with the refrigerator out of the box? So out of pocket, we only paid about $100 for this fridge. That's a win in our books.
First thing that we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut off the gas tanks out here, and we're gonna go in and put
One of these fittings. These are brass flared fittings. We bought 2 of them yesterday because we didn't really know whether the line was 3/8 of an inch or 1/2 inch, and we'll just return the other. I'll show you this door we're gonna take off. And it is just a flathead screwdriver. If you turn this, there's a little tab hole right here, and you pop this out. There you go. It's a 2008 refrigerator, Dometic. I forget what the model number is. Over years, the dampness has gotten to it. We're gonna take all of this out. So the way that I understand it is there's a few screws. There's one right there, and then there's another one over here somewhere. First of all, I'm gonna take this panel loose right here. It might be hard to get out. Never been off, I'm sure. There you go. There's the fitting on the inside of it. You can see how this is narrowed, and I think this is 3/8. So you want this to seat right in that pipe. I don't know if you can see that or not. You can see how it's a little bit kind of beveled on the edges. So we got to put gas rated. I don't know exactly what people call this, but it is yellow gas tape. So when it screws in, it wants to keep the tape on here. If you start it the other direction and you start trying to screw it in this way, it wants to roll the tape back off the screw. There are some people that actually say it does need tape on it, and other people say that it doesn't. Better to have it than not. Let's screw this back on here. Look at it. It is actually 11/16. Get her on up there until she's good and snug. That's what my torque specs are. You want to test that and make sure that it ain't leaking. Should have done it already, is disconnect this plug in. The other thing that we lack is this 12-volt wiring. It is a beautiful day outside. Check this park out. How pretty it is. Maybe 2 campers in the whole park. Man, there's an old church over here. Pretty cool. Pierre Marquette State Park, Alton, Illinois. I've disconnected the batteries already up front. Cut these wires off real quick. There's 1, there's 2. We're gonna cap it and tape it. And hopefully it stays that way for as long as we own it. Just a heads up, I am not an electrician. Get this on here. All right, let me see if this comes out of here. People say they're heavy. There might be another screw outside. It seems like something's holding it on that side. Let me see it underneath there somewhere.
Maybe we need to take this foam out so we can see.
I'm gonna go inside. Lift up on that one and pull it. All right, try it. It's loose at the top. Oh my gosh!
Is it just stuck?
Yep.
It looks heavy.
Can you pick it up?
I can try.
Right, so it's gonna come down. You ready? Watch your fingers. There you go. That's it.
I mean, why couldn't the fridge wait to break until we weren't busy filming a series? Alright, Bubba, you're gonna have to go up there, sweetie. Stay, Bubba. Stop. Measure it and see.
Served us good though. 5 years.
Yeah.
There's a little part of me that's sad, really.
Yeah, it's nice to have a refrigerator while we're going down the road. That is one con to what we're doing, but this is gonna fix it for right now. Is that how the techs do it?
Here goes.
Wait. Ah!
It's gone.
And that's really exciting.
Alright, so I'm gonna cut out this sheet of plywood right here. I've already measured it out, and this is gonna go in the roof. I'm gonna shoot some spray foam around it. We're gonna shove it up in the roof and put screws in it. It's gonna cover up that vent. It's right up there on the top. There's a hole in there.
Taking a break from editing for a minute and whoa. See what it looks like from outside. The doggies are enjoying such a pretty day. Hi, girl. Harvey Brown out there. There's a hole in the camper.
All right, I think before we do anything else, we're just gonna basically just leave this like it is and run to Lowe's and pick up that refrigerator. Hey, you ready to go? She's ready. Fridge time, again.
Which one has the leg on? Take two. or 3. Wow, she's so much bigger than an RV fridge. Look. Okay guys, good morning. We worked late last night on our residential fridge. She's been plugged in. She's got food in her. I don't know how we're gonna ride with these things because we don't have a way to keep the doors shut. But look, double the space. Today you will see in a different video that it's the last day of our challenge, but we have a residential fridge. I would like to learn how to do a small solar setup to make this run all the time. So if any of you know how to do that, let me know. I'm doing some research, so that'll be pretty cool to have as an upgrade. We need to learn it anyway. First time traveling with the new fridge. We're putting some of our shelf paper to make sure that won't go anywhere. This does not run going down the road. We think that for several hours it'll be fine to be cold, right?
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. In the future, before we get solar panels or anything like that, what we might do is just freeze water bottles in the top, and we can always just take them out and stick them back. You think we're ever going to paint that?
Yes. Yeah, it's a new year. We're going to reorganize.
We could do that fairly soon, really. I mean, I don't think it's that much of a day.
There's lots of things that we need to do with this year, but you'll see those coming up soon. Bye. We are stopping for gas, and we're gonna go in and check what the refrigerator is like. Are the doors open? Are they closed? How did it do? This is our first trip with the refrigerator, so we're like having to stop quite often to check on it. Let's go see. There's always stuff on the floor from that. Heater moved around a bit. But other than that, she's good. Think she's still cold? Cold enough. I mean, obviously it went down some, but you could have a drink out of it. Woo! Cool. Pros and cons of the refrigerator. Our cons: it doesn't run going down the road. We came home from St. Louis and we were probably on the road for 7 hours. Don't you think? Yeah. And we were still drinking drinks out of it. That was amazing. And it draws more power. If we were going to be out boondocking, it draws about 900, I'm probably saying the wrong word here, watts. That is at startup. Then it goes down a lot. And so our generator will run it. We will test that to be sure that maybe in the next couple of days. If it freezes, there's not really a lot of cons.
Well, I can't really think of anything.
The pros for us way outweigh the cons.
Aesthetically, it looks so much better.
She's pretty, man.
I'm glad that we did it in white.
Me too.
It's weird because it seems like we have more space here.
The pros that I wrote down, one of the ones that you might not even think about is that we don't have to worry about it being level. With a regular RV refrigerator, you have to be really level or it won't work very well. So that's a weird one that people, I think, wouldn't think about. It cools to me way better than our other one.
It's the food out of there that was frozen, you know, in the very back of it. I mean, obviously we can adjust the temperatures in it.
Other pros, it's bigger. To me, it's not quite double the size, but it feels like double the size.
Yeah, truthfully, it just seems so much cleaner when you open it up, you know, on the inside.
So much cleaner.
So living 5 years in a travel trailer, Michelle and I, we got a grocery store and we put groceries in there. You're basically just putting them in and shoving the door to.
Yeah, I got really good at Tetris.
Yeah, stacking it all in there. Like everything else living full-time in an RV, though, when you went in that refrigerator, is that you always had to move something out of the way to get something.
Our number one pro of getting this refrigerator over a RV refrigerator, without a doubt, is the price.
Yeah, the cost of it.
Even for used RV refrigerators, which we did look at on the marketplace, they were $500-600, but you didn't know what you were getting.
Yeah, I feel like that was buying somebody else's problem. Now, here's another thing, too, that we have to think about with this. We drove 300 miles or so with this refrigerator in here, and the doors never came undone. I mean, they're pretty solid.
There's a pop when you open them. Would we do it again? Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Definitely
100%.
Residential 9 cubic feet versus 6.
Oh my gosh. If you think your refrigerator is about to go out, consider something like this. This fit in that space perfectly. It was not a lot that we had to do besides taking out this top part, you know. 100%, if you're looking at it, I would look into residential. As long as you do the power calculations and make sure that your RV can run it. We have a 30 amp travel trailer. You can do it. I think we've both said it's almost like it was a blessing in disguise that it happened.
We've talked about doing it for a long time, and then we never got around to it until it just died.
We didn't have a choice.
We did it.
Yeah.
Anyway, pros and cons.
Yeah, pros and cons.
Pros and cons.
Pros outweigh the cons. We're excited about it, and we hope that you got some information out of it. If you have any questions, let us know. But thank you so much for sticking with us in this video, and we will see you in the next one.